right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, fellow Pandemonium travelers, this is Seattle Pandemonium Shutdown Day 151 by my count. And oh boy, did Beirut explode today. You gotta see these videos. It's crazy. Like, and obviously the conspiracy theories are already flying. It was Israel, it was Hezbollah, it was blah, 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 blah. All I know is a huge explosion went off. Looked like a nuke, to be fair to that stupid NBA player. Doesn't know what he's talking about. He said it was a nuclear weapon. Shut up. It looked like a mushroom cloud. That is true. Very large explosion. I mean, are we looking at thousands dead? This thing is like... I mean, I was kind of comparing it to 9/11, but it's even more damage than 9/11. I mean, it's like a several kilometer area. It's just blasted. Allegedly, they heard it like 100 miles away in Cyprus, right? So Beirut, Lebanon. Is Beirut the capital of Lebanon? I don't know. All I know is it blew up. It went kablowy. And they're saying it was firework storage facility. And then other people are saying that there was, or the government said that there was, sodium nitrate, which is part of, TNT, that they had seized from somewhere, from terrorists or something? I mean, I don't know, but that explosion was huge, and they were saying, there's dozens injured expected to rise. It was like, yeah, based on how sudden that explosion was, and how freaking powerful it was, there's gotta be, like, I'm gonna say like 1,000 dead. They already said there was thousands wounded. There's gotta be 1,000 dead at least. Crazy explosion. I'll post links to some clips so you can see if you haven't already seen it, You know how these things go on the internet. It's like everybody's seen it by like noon. But, what else is going on? It's local stuff. Activists tried to go to Police Chief Best's house, and they were turned away by armed neighbors. Now, I was talking to a friend about this, and I am of two minds on this. On the one hand, fuck these people, fuck these officials. Go to their house, go make a mess on their front lawn. I don't care. You don't like these people? Sorry, this comes with the job. You got an angry mob outside your house now. Just don't want anybody to do anything stupid, which they will, which is why I'm saying don't actually go out to these people's houses. Leave it on the field in the city. Well, see, I'm of two minds, right? Now, on the one hand, these kind of Antifa shitheads, do they have a point? Sometimes, sort of, kind of. Do I have to appreciate their tactics and respect everything they do? No. Did they get turned away by people with guns? Yes. Were they right to do that? Probably. And they said, we're just peacefully protesting. And the people with the guns were like, yeah, because we're armed. Also a good point. There's video of this, by the way. So, activists targeting city leadership. Beirut exploding. I had terrorist bombing on my 2020 bingo card, but we don't know if this was a terrorist bombing. Some people are saying it was Israel. Some people are saying it was Hezbollah. Some people blah, blah, blah. So I'm not marking that off yet until we have proof that it was intentional intentional bombing. I'm getting picky with what I scribble off on my my bingo card, just because we're real close to a bingo on mine, and I put some wacky stuff on there that I thought would not happen, and it happened. So what else? So the woke math nonsense. This is just a painful. It's a pig wrestle, right? If you wrestle the pig, you both get dirty, but the pig likes it. These woke imbeciles are trying desperately. They're arguing with every false analogy or redefinition they possibly can muster in order to prove that 2 + 2 = 5. Now, not only is this literally like authoritarian nonsense from 1984, Orwell predicted this. But the way in which they're trying to argue that 2 + 2 = 5 is so disingenuous, and like it's agenda driven. Like, you're not actually arguing in a logical sense. You're trying to get to 2 + 2 = 5 by rhetorical sleight of hand. So that's like not objective. That's not scientific. Like, you're just making up things in order to satisfy an agenda. And that's why, again, increasingly, these are not serious people deserving of serious consideration. This is just wasting time. And I've said this before, we were wasting all this time up until about January of 2020, when all the things came apart. And now, in the middle of this chaos, pandemonium, you got people doing fuzzy logic with math, and not the good kind of fuzzy logic. Like, their logic is shit, and they're making up stuff, and it's obnoxious. And again, like wrestling the pig, I would just simply not really engage with this behavior, because this is not sustainable. Like, this is not how thinking people think, right? So, that being said, woke math is just getting absolutely slammed on Twitter recently, over the last few days. But these people just keep trying to come up with, if you had 2.5 and you add it to 2.5, well, now you have 2 + 2 = 5. Yeah, it's not 2 + 2 = 5, it's 2.5 + 2.5. That is a different thing. Oh, God, it's so tiresome. Just, like, if you feel like going and dunking on woke losers, go for it, but, like, don't spend too much time on this, guys. Like, tell them they're stupid and just move on. Like, don't, check on them, I guess. Make sure that they're not convincing each other that this is okay. Like, get in there and poison the well a little bit. Make it so that they feel like imbecilic for engaging in this discourse. Anyways, what day is it now? It's Tuesday, day 151 of whatever the hell this is. So, the giant elephant in the room, the leaked George Floyd body camera video. I am disappointed. Let's go. This is a short light. There's 2 lanes. There you go. I'm just gonna go behind you, I guess. Alright. See how traffic is terrible. This person has slept right there. Basically every day that I've been past here for years. That is her spot on the sidewalk. I don't know, rain, snow, sleet, well, maybe when it was snowing she was gone. But just that spot right there. Sometimes a bag, sometimes a blankie, sometimes just sleeping on the pavement. Why that spot? I don't know. Anyways, George Floyd tape does not look good for the prosecution. I'm not gonna lie. And why was this leaked? Why haven't we been shown this tape? Because it shows George Floyd being erratic, saying he can't breathe before he's ever on the ground, and oh God, really, dude? You're gonna peel out and your knee on? All right, do your thing, bro. It's a pandemic. Have fun. And if I remember correctly, the coroner's report said that he did not die of asphyxiation, he died of heart failure. So the heart failure was somehow related to Chauvin's knee on his neck, but that's not going to be murder too, right? That's going to be wrongful death, but you can't change the charges once you've already been charged, I don't think. Maybe they get a plea deal for a lesser charge? But plead guilty? I feel like what's going to happen is if they prosecute this guy, like Chauvin and these other guys, for like murder too, A jury is not going to give them that, and then there will be more riots because where's my justice? No justice, no peace, right? Now, if they prosecute them for this, given the context of the information we have now, that's also a miscarriage of justice, right? You shouldn't, anyway. We certainly can wrongly prosecute people. We do it all the time. But we shouldn't, and we should go in knowing the information we need to make the right charge in the first place, but that's neither here nor there. So, I just think that they're not going to get the prosecution that they are charging, and people are going to be really mad, but it may not be the wrong thing to do to basically have these guys walk on those charges because they overcharge. Now, overcharging them and having them walk might also be another strategy that politicians are leveraging by doing this. Like, they're doing this on purpose. That's the claim I've seen. I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility. I mean, again, if we're talking about a national election, we're talking about national news narratives, cultural narratives about who's oppressing who and what, and who's going to stop the oppression from happening. And you're vying for control over the population, and you have to appeal to them in order to make them feel fearful, or emboldened, set upon. You have to activate them as a voter base, right? What better way than these Republican, the Republican, it's Trump's administration, which doesn't have really anything to do with these liberal cities that keep killing black people, but that's not how people concoct the narrative in their head. That this is Trump's America, he's emboldened the police to do these things, and again, if you're trying to assume control over the largest government in the history of the world, that has the largest military in the history of the world, the largest nuclear stockpile, and direct control over, well, fairly direct, I'll hedge my words there a little bit, like an immense amount of control over the largest economy, was largest economy in the history of the world. What isn't on the table? Lawfare? Releasing some evidence here and there to set people against each other? Releasing some videos, but not other videos? How do they make these decisions? I don't know. Like, how do they decide what to release and not? Is there a bunch of body camera footage of various crimes and things that we've just never seen? Probably, I guess. I assume so. I don't know, man. I don't know, but this year is just the worst year of everybody's lives. Beirut is a crater. You got woke idiots redefining numbers and patting themselves on the back for some stupid reason. And now you've got what appears to have been a fake news narrative about the nature of George Floyd's arrest. And people are not going to want to change their minds about it. And if you reach a different assessment than what you're sort of being told, like by the Black Lives Matter narrative, then people will get mad at you and probably try to cancel you. So be aware of that, guys. All right, that's enough from me for one day. Bye.